All right, we are live on Discovery Paranormal. I hope you got your blueberry cereal handy. I hope that you're sitting there behind your little computer screens or on your phones or on your radios or however you receive Discovery Paranormal on United Public Radio Network. It could be many different ways. It could be SoundCloud, right? It could be Roku. It could be iCloud. It could be this, could be that, could be blah, 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 blah. Could be FM radio, but 181 countries around the world all partaking in a little bit of Discovery Paranormal. And that's cool. You guys are my extended family. And tonight, I'm talking about a subject that's not for the kids, right? Even though it's probably not a lot of kids listening to this show, but it's the reality of people. And I like to study people. People are interesting to me. I like the people watch. Sometimes I'll go sit outside at Walmart, not a store that I'm in love with, even though I do shop there from time to time and save a ton of money. But I like the people watch, and there's no better. I don't care what you say. There is no better place to people watch than Walmart. And it doesn't matter what town it's in, doesn't matter what country it's in, no better place. So, yeah, of course, I like to examine humans in what they do. And I've been a paranormal investigator for quite a while. I've done lots of all different types of investigations, going all different types of ways. And in one particular investigation, there was a woman that claimed she was in a relationship with a ghost, and the ghost had lived there years before. She broke up with her boyfriend to be in this long term relationship with this ghost, right? And, you know, it like the dude that I do investigations with kind of looked at each other and we were like, okay, you hear lots of stuff in this business. You want to boink a ghost? It's your prerogative. She's an adult. The ghost is definitely an adult. But is it real? Or is it in their minds? Or that they have given up on other people, to have this relationship? But then you start getting information, like seeing all kinds of pictures, stuff of them sitting on the couch, and there's like this ghostly figure sitting next to them. And I kind of feel like if that's going to be the end, like you live your life, bad enough sitting on the couch, and then you die, and then you're stuck in a relationship with somebody, and you're sitting on the couch again. That's no existence or post existences. Is it? Is it? Maybe to some people it is, but hey, man, takes all kinds. So this woman who who is very vocal about having sex with multiple ghosts, you know, she's attractive, she seems intelligent. She's not you try to debunk all the stuff that when people come out of the woodwork and say all kinds of things. The paranormal world is weird, all right? I'm not gonna say it's not. You get a lot of weird people who are out there looking to exploit whatever they're trying to exploit for themselves to get themselves out there. Whatever, man. There in anything out there, you're gonna find real people and people who aren't so real. And then it, it's not a far stretch when those guys go off the deep end, and start claiming all kinds of stuff. So I just like to explore, me personally. Yeah, I'm the explorer, and I have to be able to prove it to myself. I don't care what you say. I don't care what the guy next to you says, the girl down the block, the people on TV, this ghost hunter, that ghost hunter, that UFO, Bigfoot over there, lizard people. I need to see it. Unless you can prove it to me, then it's there's a big question mark. I'm not going to say it doesn't exist, but I am going to say that if you can prove something doesn't exist, which is hard to prove, then you can go down that path. Anyway, whatever. This woman says she's engaged to a ghost after dating more than 20 phantom partners. So she not only is engaged to a ghost, And I don't know how that ring works out. She dated 20 other ghosts. So she was like on the ghost carousel, you know. So here we go. This is like a very interesting story. They say that you find love in the most unexpected of places, but for one British woman, she found it in the most unexpected of things, a ghost. Not just one. She had a whole basketball team. She was the Madonna of the paranormal, dating type of world. You date the whole team. Her name is Amethyst Realm. So right off the bat, you rolled your eyes. I know you just rolled your eyes. Amethyst Realm. Right off the bat, she is not the standard quo. But of course, she's not going to be. She's dating ghosts and engaged to one. Right. So of course, Amethyst Realm. Don't judge by someone's name. Right. Don't judge. Amethyst Realm, a 30-year-old woman who last year opened up about her sexual relationships with spirits on the British TV show ITV this morning. I love British TV, man. I have to say, British news, British TV. It puts a spice in the news, a little bit of spice. Although Sky News is boring, but let the Brits keep it moving, man. So the show is called This Morning. What a wonderful thing to have on a show called This Morning. There's a woman going on there talking how many dozens of ghosts that she's boinked. This morning told the Sun she's now happily engaged to a ghostly lover. The pair reportedly met when Amethyst was on a business trip in Australia. So he's an Australian ghost. I'd I'd not have a phantom fling for a while, as I was away on business. Starting a new relationship was the last thing on my mind, she told the Sun. Then one day, while I was walking through the bush, enjoying nature, out in Australia in the bush. What woman? What? You have any idea what Australia is, man? How many women out there? Anybody? How many anybody's out there gonna go into the bush? Enjoy nature. All freaking crocodiles, giant snake, huge spiders the size of Volkswagens. Yeah, man. So automatically, she's got a screw loose if she's out there going through the bush. She got a death wish. She's gonna date a ghost because she needs something for the beyond. Even you know what? Even a kangaroo would stomp you out, man. They could be nasty. You ever see kangaroos? They're big and strong. They punch out. you know, it's Australia. All right, but anyway, see, one day I was walking through the bush. I was walking through the bush, enjoying nature and such. I suddenly felt this incredible energy. A new lover have arrived. So like she's just walking through the bush in Australia, and here's like this ghostly Australian lover. Boom, and he's there, right? This was not Amethyst's first otherworldly partner. According to The Cut, she had previously spoken about more than 20 other ghostly partners starting in 2005 when she left her living fiance for a phantom fling. What kind of dude takes that kind of news? Is one thing, you lose your girl to a dude, you lose your girl to a girl, you lose your girl to a whatever. But a ghost? How do you even explain that to your friends? Hey man, what happened to your girl? Yeah, she's all right. she's doing she's doing her thing. She spends a lot of time alone. So, all right, 2020, man. Amethyst does not reportedly intend for her current partner to be her last. So she's already planning to get away from the Australian ghost and monkey branch, hypergamy. She even practices hypergamy in the paranormal world. Paranormal hypergamy. We have stumbled upon a whole new thing. Add that to the book of, oh my God. You know what I mean? This ain't a, this isn't my last romp with a spirit, you know. She says she popped the big question, though, 9 months after they got together, and now they intend to wed. There was no going down on one knee. She, he doesn't have knees, she told the Sun. But for the first time, I heard him speak. I could actually hear his voice, and it was very beautiful, deep, sexy, and real. He's like, let me out of here. Get out. He tells me to get out a lot. It's so nice and playful, you know. When the walls start bleeding, I like the colors. I really enjoy it. Amethyst isn't the only living person to report having sex with a ghost, according to Pacific Standard. Paranormal 2 actress Natasha Blasick made similar claims on a TV show in 2014 when she said she could feel the weight of a body on top of her, but couldn't see anyone. Eh? Sure, that wasn't Harvey Weinstein and the lights weren't on. It was 2014. Is that in the Weinstein zone? I don't know, man. You sure it was a ghost? She said her ghost sex was really, really pleasurable at the time. Psychic Patty Negri reported she had many clients who also said they had sex with ghosts. According to Pacific Standard, there's a name for all of this. It's called spectrophilia. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. Spectrophilia. Hmm. Things that make you go, spectrophilia. Now you can impress your friends and what kind of freak you are talking about spectrophilia the next bar you ever go in, if you ever go into another bar after this COVID thing. A lot of people are going to be with ghosts with COVID. Spectrophilia. It's reportedly classified as both a phenomenon and a fetish, means the sexual attraction to ghosts or spirits, according to Pacific Standard, though it can also mean people attracted to images in mirrors. So, yeah, which is basically everybody with their selfies. That's basically everyone in their selfie craze. In fact, spectrophilia might be more common than you think, according to The Bustle. Keisha has previously said that her song Supernatural was inspired by sexy times with a ghost. Ghost research, Alexandra Holzer once told the Huffington Post that the people who report having sex with a ghost report feeling pressure on them, even penetration. Ugh. You sure that wasn't you were hanging out with Bill Cosby and all of a sudden, you know, you woke up, there's something going on? You sure? I don't know, man. I like to see some evidence of this. Not really. some according some according to Pacific Standard have explained away ghost sex as merely a symptom of sleep paralysis that people might misinterpret. Or doctor, there's a doctor. We got a PhD in the room, man. Syrian O'Keefe, who was on the same TV show as Blasick when she made her claim, said he believes her experience could be attributed to sleep paralysis or the feeling of being conscious and unable to move, according to Psychology Today. Even seeing a ghost in your bedroom or having the feeling of a presence can be a symptom of sleep paralysis. So, I mean, I have pictures of ghosts. Is that sleep paralysis? You know, I've got full body apparition pictures that are proven. Is that sleep paralysis? So, like, dudes like this are very funny. They get paid to be the naysayers, but they really don't base what they're saying. And they, you're talking about what, well, sure, anything could be, but these are people that had these experiences, and they didn't say, well, I woke up, I felt like I couldn't move, instead, like whatever. No, they woke up, they felt like something was on top of them and being penetrated, man. That's not sleep paralysis. Maybe it's wishful thinking sometimes with some people, but that's not sleep paralysis, right? So they can even reportedly translate to people a feeling that they had out of body experience. or that they've been abducted by ghosts or aliens. Uh, Regardless of the technical stuff, though, she says, "I'm so happy to found him out in the bush. I found me ghost." That's like a Australian country song, isn't it? I was out in the bush. I found me ghost. Ho ho ho! And the crocodile comes. Ah, ah. The ghost of Crocodile Dundee. Good eye, mate. Like kind of swings in on the rope, all with a skeleton and stuff. Man, I can see it now. Anybody takes that idea, I'm suing. Ah. All right. So she says she's just happy, man. Hey, I'm happy for her that she's happy, right? She found a whole new meaning. Or did she? Or did she? All right. We're going to move right along. Woman calls off wedding with ghost after he kept disappearing. Uh-oh. So here we go. Her fiance totally ghosted her. A British woman who claims she got engaged to a ghost has now called off the wedding because he kept disappearing and started partying too much. The problem with Australian ghosts is that they like their lager. You bring them to England, they're going to have fun. You know, it's not, see, now England's not the bush. The bush gets you in trouble. You know what I mean? England is England. England can be party central. You ever go to London, man? Party central. Party time. And British people love to party, man, in the pubs and whatever, in the clubs. They got it going on. So, of course, an Australian ghost, good looking ghost, man, in a new town, he's going to be gone, man. See, same old, same old. He monkey branched her. Isn't that funny? So she says, "We've called the wedding off. We, Amethyst Realm, 32 years old. This is 2 years later, right, from the time. Said on this the UK TV show This Morning. This Morning really likes to have like ghosty, sexy story. Probably keeps people going throughout the day. Let's see. He just completely changed. Realm, Realm said she fell in love with the sexy spirit. Oh, his name is named Ray. He's Ray from Australia. Even consummated the relationship on the flight back home, much to the chagrin of the passengers around her. The paranormal Casanova later popped the question on their 9-month anniversary, and things were going well until a recent vacation to Thailand. Oh no, you didn't take your Australian ghost to Thailand. Come on. Really? I think maybe he fell in love with a bad crowd. And then we were on holiday. He just become really inconsiderate. He would just blow in when he wanted and blow out when he wanted, Realm said. She didn't say that part. I added the part. But it was funny. Realm said in the Out of This World interview, it was sort of as if he didn't know boo about romance, she told the show. So you mean to tell me this girl can't even have a good relationship with a ghost, man? Maybe it's you, honey. Did you ever think that? It's you? If you're the one sitting there saying, "Oh, I can't, people suck, I can't have a good relationship. No, I got no one loves me, man." It's you. Not the other people. People are easy. People are simple. You know? Simple. He disappeared for long periods of time. When he did come back, he'd bring all the spirits to the house and they'd just stay around for days, laying about, making a mess. It was so I couldn't even focus. There's so many ghosts in the house. You'd think she would like that. You know? I think he started doing drugs and partying a bit much. Oh, yeah. Where do you put the needle in? You're going to pop the pill. It's just going to go fall right on the ground. You see, so obviously this girl's got a screw loose. And if I met her, she would fall madly in love with me because this is exactly the kind of women that I attract. They're crazy, crazy. And yeah, it's me. Duh. I know these things. And she's pretty cute. Gotta say, you know? and then seems like it's untried. So if she's been with ghosts all this time, let's see. Ultimately, they both agreed not to tie the knot. So, and then her story sparked some spirited comments on Twitter. So, you know what? With one observer quipping, "All men are bastards, even ghost ones." You see, people have to make it political. They got to make it political, right? Ugh. How dare you? How dare you get out? I've heard that not from a ghost. Get out. All right. So how's this? Here's another one. So it's not just that girl, right? There's a lot of people out there. That's why I'm talking about this. It's a phenomenon, and including the one that I met. I only met one who said she was in a relationship with a ghost. And last I checked, she's still in that relationship with a ghost. And she said the ghost even tussled with her boyfriend at the time. Man, if you could be a fly on the wall in a situation like that, wow. All right. This story is interesting. And this woman is also interesting. She's not bad looking. She ain't my type, but she's somebody's type. Ghostly. Okay. Let's see. Maybe you should follow Amanda Teague's lead by ditching the living, breathing people, and getting hitched to a ghost instead. See, even in death, women want to marry you and make you miserable. Why can't you just be happy in a relationship with someone? They all want to get married. Oh, she wanted to marry the Australian guy. That's why he started screwing up to begin with and going out there and doing whatever, man. Same for this one. Got to get married, put a wedding dress on, go marry a ghost. Okay. In some ways, the relationship between the 45-year-old and her husband, Jack, is fairly normal. After all, I bet he can't cut the grass, and I bet he's got no wallet. After all, they go on dates together. Sometimes they have arguments. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see this woman have an argument with a ghost. She's basically having an argument with herself. And then someone whoever I don't want to be the one living next to someone like that. Imagine having a place next to someone like that, and this woman sit there. I see that in the supermarkets, man. These people yelling at themselves, having these crazy arguments with themselves. You think they're on some kind of cell phone or one of those little mini eared thingies, No, they're yelling at their ghostly partner, talking about buying Twinkies or moon pies. Yeah, I said moon pie. I just saw them in the store the other day. I was like, moon pies? Who would have thunk it? Anyway, all right, all right. These guys, they're married. They go on dates together. Sometimes have arguments. You see, and it saves a lot of money. Although, do you tell the restaurant that you're on a ghost date because they will charge you for that seat? They will. They will. They'll charge you. They'll put water down. They will charge you for that, man. So do you keep your mouth shut with a ghost date, or do you actually fess up that you're on a date with a ghost? I don't know. I have to think about that. Okay, now Jack died almost 300 years ago. The fact that it barely affects their marriage. Amanda, a female Jack Sparrow impersonator, so automatically she's got a screw loose, right? I mean, I'm not saying that performers have screw looses, but a lot of them do, and then which makes them good performers. Let's face it, you don't watch people on TV because they're normal. You watch them on TV because they're train wrecks, and you can't not watch. That's the whole television thing or programming things that they want to make you think and make you act a certain way or whatever, or control your emotions. I'm talking about a woman who goes out there to be a Jack Sparrow impersonator, who is a dude, who is a pirate, and she looks like that. She even got all the tattoos, the Jack Sparrow, all right. And she has 5 children with her human ex-husband. So how do you tell the kids, my new husband, he's a ghost. You know that your mom is a crackpot. You know that she's already in there. Even if she thinks she's in a relationship, even if she is in a relationship with a ghost, oh my God, really? And I'm a ghost hunter, man. I believe, I know there's spirits out there, but I also know that there's a lot of wackos out there. because I'm a paranormal investigator. I have talked to them. I have seen them. I may have probably even one of them. Okay. She says she's never been able to connect with anyone like her husband, Jack. Although she has never seen Jack's physical form, Amanda said that he was a Haitian pirate who told her that he is black with jet black hair and was executed for his crimes in the 1700s. A Haitian pirate was hung, and she is there. Amanda from Downpatrick in Northern Ireland, Downpatrick in Northern Ireland, got some good whiskey there, believes their pirate connection is what brought them together. Because, of course, she imitates a dude who is imitating a pirate on a Disney movie. Of course, she has a connection with a Haitian pirate from the 1700s. Of course. It's like looking into a mirror, right? You think the people in Downpatrick in Northern Ireland are having a good time with it? What's the population in Downpatrick, Northern Ireland, man? I know what I have to look. I have to look this up because I just want to know what's going on there. I'm going to have to send people letters or hotel, hotel there. Downpatrick. Downpatrick is a small town about 21 miles south of Belfast in the county Down, uh, Northern Ireland. It has been an important site since ancient times. Its cathedral is said to be the burial place of St. Patrick. Today in the town of, so that's interesting because St. Patrick was sold by pirates and to Ireland to get rid of the snakes. So yeah, I guess there's a pirate connection for this one. Aye, with a ghost. She said we became really. Oh, I gotta say Irish. Like my Irish accent isn't so good, so I'm sorry in advance. She said uh, we became really close. I can't do it. The more I learned about him, the more I liked him. One day, how can I think? I gotta think of someone who's Irish, man, like chick from the Cranberries. I. One day he said to me, we could actually be together, you know. But oh no, he said it. So he's a Haitian pirate. Yo, yo, we could be together. Ah, but I never heard of an intimate relationship with a spirit human before. Oh my god, what the hell is she wearing? She's wearing like a shirt in his pictures says "Happy Birthday" on it. She looks very happy birthday-ish. Uh, I did some research and found out that it's a real thing, right? Do you remember the word? Was it spectromania or whatever? I've already forgot. Spectral caucusomania. Woohoo! Let's see. Jack, who never married during his life, according to Amanda, is a powerful spirit who can turn stereos and lights on and off and move things. I could do that stuff too. It doesn't sound so powerful. You know, I could cook a cheeseburger, you know, and eat it. You know what I mean? That goes well beyond turning some lights on and off. That's, you know, a little kid can do that. For cat, I see cats on YouTube doing that. Open the door. Amanda claimed. Well, man, all right. Amanda claimed her family has been entirely supportive of their relationship, which took the next step when Jack proposed. She added, I told him I wasn't really cool with having this casual sex. I know it's not Irish. I just can't do it right now. Maybe Bono. Think about Bono. He's such a whining panty waist, but he is Irish though, sort of. anymore. Bono, we're gonna do it for the children, for the AIDS babies. Okay, I'm gonna do it for the AIDS babies. That's him. All right. Uh, if I'm going to be in a long-term relationship with somebody, I've got the right to be married. Oh, so here she is with all of her bridesmaids. Two of them are pretty cute, man. Yeah, two. They two look like you take them to a buffet. That place would be cleaned out by the time you leave. Man, but yeah, two. You see, why are attractive women crazy, man? Why is it like that? It's not always like that, but it's been my experience. I wanted the big traditional wedding, in the white dress. It was very important to me. For their wedding, the couple ventured into international waters where their union would be legal. You want to know how effed up the lawyer world is? That this is a legal marriage, that she could marry a ghost, right? Tell her she got to pay taxes for him too, man. So they got on a boat that allowed for 12 of their closest friends and family on board. Would have been funny if it sunk, man. Not really. They used a medium to allow Jack to say "I do." Who got? I wonder who the medium was, man. If it was like some like that woman, like little like that midget in Poltergeist, Carol Ann, Carol Ann. And it's not like a dude. You want some throaty medium, You want it to be like guy, at least kind of guyish. Come on, Haitian pirate, you know. Yo ho ho, 1700s. I do. I don't know. How would a Haitian pirate say I do? Moo! Like that. Moo! Get out! He kept saying get out, and I guess that's how they say I do. If you're still on the fence about finding a ghost lover, Amanda explains that sex with a spirit is surprisingly similar to sex with a human. Oh my God. She really hasn't gone out that far from her block, man. She added, "It is well known that people often feel a spirit touch their hands, their face, and their hair. You know, me too. Like when I'm sleeping and a fly lands on me, man. I hate that crap. You know that." I hate that crap. Or no, or someone living, you're in a relationship, and they gotta always like grab your arm and push the hairs on your arm against this opposite direction just to super annoy you. That's the equivalent of going up to a cat and touching its hindquarters, saying, "Oh no, but he likes it." The cat turns around, he's like, "Yeah!" You got scratches going, all of a sudden you're bleeding. Mess with my cat, you'll be bleeding. I used to tell people that. Don't mess with my cat, you're gonna, the cat will make you bleed. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. So did the ghost pirate guy get a tattoo for you know, that's what the pirates do, like tattoo. Look at this crew, man. I wish I could share this page with you guys, man. And it's in like a piratey wedding. I like the dresses and stuff, man. I would have loved to have been there. That's definitely the kind of scene. I'll tell you. You want to get ripped. You want to hang out with a crew like this, and talk about ghostly relationships all night long, man. That's living. You know what I mean? So is it beyond that? Beyond these couple of girls having these relationships with ghosts or pirates? No, it's not though. So in India.com, of course, you have a man says that he's been dating a ghost for 2 years, but fears she's cheating on him now. You see? So what's the point? If you just, I always say, if you have a chance at happiness, take it. You know what I mean? Because those moments of They don't last, and they don't happen often, depending on who you are. And there's some people who will tough and toil in relationships for years and years and years, and be miserable, but out of complacency they just stay. But they're not really living their lives and having fun. They're kind of just stuck. So sucks to be them. New Jersey. So India.com, of course, has a leg into New Jersey. New Jersey. In today's bizarre news of the day, see already they're judging the guy. Bizarre. You're bizarre, you loser. See? They call him a loser. In today's bizarre news of the day, a man in New Jersey is convinced that he is dating a ghost and says that he's been dating a ghost called Lisa for 2 years. That is a common New Jersey girl name, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Hey, you know that girl Lisa from Bayonne? Yeah, no Lisa from Cherryville. Hey, that girl Lisa, man. From Newark. Lisa. From yeah, we all can. Hmm. All right. However, that's not the end of the story of the other guy's dating girl. Gary DeNoia, who has been in a committed relationship with Lisa for 2 years. I wonder what he does for a living. You always wonder. All right. Gotta stop cracking myself up. He says that he is now facing problems in his relationship amid the lockdown, and he's convinced that his relationship is on the rocks due to fears that his ghostly girlfriend is cheating on him. You know what? I'm gonna contact this guy, and I'm gonna do Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike, he could come on my show with his girl, and we can work it out together, man. Dr. Mike therapy session. Dr. Mike, come on, Dr. Mike. I'll be like Dr. Phil and just be like, tell the guy, you're stupid. You're moron. You that ghost girl, you don't deserve her ghostly curves. You don't deserve it. The guy be like, cry, oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Mike. You better be sorry, boy. All right. He's convinced that his relationship is on the rocks due to fears that his ghostly girlfriend is cheating on him. Gary explained how, at the beginning of the lockdown, he and the paranormal spirit, had wrote this article. How dare you? And I'm saying that he and the spirit had lots of passionate sex and had more time than ever together. Right? But isn't that kind of ghostly clingy? You know what I mean? Do you really need that over your neck reading type of stuff, or hot breath on you while you're trying to sit there and do something, or, that whole just let me come and disturb you in the air? It's kind of like a cat. Cats do that. But at least cats understand distance. When a cat doesn't want to be around, the cat's not around. In a relationship, it's not like that. So yeah, for people, for clingy people, I'm saying, just clingy, nobody else, just clingy. Okay. He even gave intimate details and said it's like your whole body is having sex. I imagine he talks like that. It's like your whole body is having sex. How's that? And since see, you tune into the show for the for for the vision, for the kind of feeling, for the, you know what, just for the sheer stupidity. Yeah. And since Lisa is a spirit, she's more flexible, which allows us, it's him talking. And since Lisa is a spirit, she's more flexible, which allows us to experiment with all sorts of new positions. As he said in his mom's attic, look at this dude, guy's little bow tie. Never trust anybody wearing a bow tie. And, he's not a young guy because I see his hair. His hair is receding. It looks like his hair is trying to run away from his face. And he's kind of got the bow tie going on with the big, thick glasses. Yeah, at best, he could get a ghost girl. I don't know, man. I think that she probably is cheating on him looking at this dude. But he laments how things have changed now and concerned that she's out seducing other men. Maybe she's doing with other ghosts. You ever think of that? He told the Daily Star online. Isn't it amazing that these media outlets are there to believe you also? I love that, man. I have to applaud that. This past month, she's out all the time. Oh, I'm sorry. This past month, she's out all the time. Never tells me where she's going. Just says she's going out with friends. She could be anywhere with anyone. And I've always felt secure in our relationship, but lately, we haven't been having much sex. Oh my God. She's being flexible for somebody else out there. I'm worried that she's cheating on me. She says I'm being paranoid. I mean, I'm not crazy. Ah! I'm not crazy. Am I? Oh my God. You're living next to this dude. I'd be checking his refrigerators for heads and stuff, man. You know, it's like some Jeffrey Dahmer. They said, "Oh, I never saw him buy groceries. He would just buy a lot of condiments." You know, oh my God, a lot of hot dog rolls. All right, and so I mean, the guy's in turmoil. He thinks his ghost girl. You know, the best thing he could do is confront her, right? Or kick her out. Hire hire like one of those demonologists to get her out of there, man. That's the only way you're gonna get her out of there, dude. And this is an interesting. This is a girl who sent a letter to somebody. You know, like email. There's no letters anymore, I guess. About worried about her friend because you're thinking her friend is having sex with a ghost in quarantine. And this is just interesting to me because it's real. You know what I mean? It's like somebody making a story up or whatever, man. And because there's a lot of that going on. She said, I'm worried that my friend actually believes she's having sex with a ghost in quarantine. We went to college together and we have lived on opposite coasts for close to a decade. I'm quarantining with my partner. She's quarantining alone. Both our cities have been locked down since March. We've always been close, but we've talked especially frequently during this time because she lives far away from family and doesn't have a lot of close friends because of a punishing work schedule. In a conversation in April or May, she mentioned to me that she has been masturbating while thinking of a man who lived in her apartment in the 1920s. I assumed she meant it as a fantasy, and then we had a good laugh. But in subsequent conversations, she named her man John, and she's begun referring to him when I mentioned things my partner had been doing, like her stories are complimentary. John said this. John said this. John is having a bad day. Is John Australian? I wonder, because that would kind of complete a circle here tonight. You know what I mean? I met this Australian. She says he's Australian. Hmm. Crikey. Crikey. All right. As her city slowly ends the lockdown, she mentioned possibly seeing an old sex partner again, but she's worried John might get jealous. She mentioned John on social media without explanation, and a mutual friend asked me if she was dating someone. We talk over the phone, so it's hard to read her expression when she mentions John. But at this point, I know as much about him as I would about any real man that she's dating. I can't tell if this is harmless or if I should have more direct conversation with her about it. So I think it's interesting that when you have kids out there that will say, I have this imaginary friend. And, you know, is it normal for a kid to have an imaginary friend? I guess, yeah, it can be, certainly, yeah. But in a lot of cases, these imaginary friends aren't fake. And as a paranormal investigator, we've run into this multiple times. and especially when they get approached and the toys start going on in the middle of the night, like the electronic toys, they get triggered and balls start rolling around, or the kid starts interacting with what, just like giggling, whatever, and having fun with, or saying, my friend is right there. And, I don't have much time left on the show, but, we've done an investigation like that where all that was going on. We actually have a picture of the person, a picture of the young girl, and this woman, when the couple that lived there with their 2-year-old realized things were going on, they actually started recording, putting a tape recorder on it. Not tape anyway, a recorder. They put a recorder on. There's no tape anymore. And then this girl woke up in the middle of the night. Something woke her up. She opens up her eyes, and she said it looked like this girl from The Conjuring or whatever. I had never seen that movie, but I've seen excerpts. I know what she looks like. The face with the hair, right. So she wakes up and sees this decayed face, screams right off, right there. You hear the recording, it was so natural, so real. And then, like, her husband wakes up. He's like, "What's wrong, babe? What's wrong?" She's like, "Oh my God, do you see her? She's right there. She's right there." And he's like, "Oh, I don't see her there. She's right there. She's right there." This is the same thing. You know what? This woman's laundry was stolen completely out of her dryer, gone. She goes in, the whole thing's gone. So we went there doing an investigation. I'm like, well, maybe somebody took it. Maybe someone's messing with you, messing with your head. She said she was there the whole time. Nobody could have gotten a hold of it. Nobody was in there. Nobody walked in there. The whole place was locked. It was just her, right? Boom. Then a few hours later, she went into the back bedroom and there was her laundry thrown all over the room, everywhere. So that's a powerful entity. But there's a local graveyard, and then they were walking through it one day, on a little walking path, and then the daughter, who's 2 years old, goes over to a grave and then puts her hands on it, and she said, "This is her. This is my friend." And it was actually the young girl who died on that property years ago. So bang, you start putting all these things together. So in the quarantine, when people are stuck inside and they're alone, that's when those things can come out. That's when you start noticing things. That's when those entities can start approaching you. So I mean, with that girl's story about the one with the ghost and now whatever, yeah, I believe, there's a guy here from the 1920s named John. You know what, the one who wrote the letter, she should look into that, look into the property, if there was a guy there years ago named John, right? So, but interesting nonetheless. And we don't have time for anything else, man. Anyway, you know what? I think that there are people who are desperate, and they'll always imagine things about even having relationships with the living. There are people who, they live in a non-reality, right, a fantasy world. But then there are people who have true and real experiences. Do I believe that somebody could have a relationship with a spirit? It, of course, in the word relationship means many things, just a relationship, uh, you know, but those spirits don't belong in this world. And there's a lot of things that are attached to this energy that's just bad and negative. So I would definitely watch out for anybody who, if there were people I liked anyway, who was in a situation. And I'll be looking up this girl in England, man. She's pretty cute. You know what I mean? you know, come on, man. An Australian, I could do an Australian accent for her. I could be Australian. Oi, Australia. Would know the shrimp on the barbie. You got any sharks? Shark therapy? Anyway, interesting concept. I believe it until you disprove it, man. But if they believe it, it's real for them. That's crazy about reality. For the ones who believe it, for them, it's real. It may not be real for you, but they're the ones having the experience, so it's real for them. I'm gonna end it there. Oi, this is Crikey on Discovery Paranormal. I can't do it in English. I'm like, English is good. Australian, I'm all right with Australia. Uh, But Irish, I gotta work on my Irish, man. I gotta think Bono. Even Bono barely has an Irish accent anymore. We're gonna do it for the AIDS babies. The AIDS babies. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week on United Public Radio Network. God dang it. Discovery Paranormal. Buh. Bye. Crikey. Mikey Crikey.